Today we've got a battle here in the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
They send a man in motion. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back him up. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Gets him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Bears in the nickel, 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Pass caught by the rookie from Arkansas. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
We've set it downs from 37. On 1st down, it's Goff. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Lions have a 1st down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end, because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Cut out left. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 2nd and 3 now. Gibbs now from the gun. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Off play action, Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
One of the tight ends motions right. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. From the gun, Goff. Has it down close. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Josh Blackwell to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams starting with the pass here. Flushed out now to his left. And Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on them.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down, Williams. Finds the in route complete. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
On play action, Williams. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. To the air on 3rd and long. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Goff on 1st and 10. Screen here for Gibbs. Jukes away from one. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Lions have a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Goff. He's got it at the 5. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Gibbs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A toss play, Montgomery. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Lions get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. David Montgomery with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Blackwell now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to run here. Kyle Monunga can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Williams. That's caught for the first. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, Brett? And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and 2, Williams. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by DJ Reed. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. A motion to tight end left. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Escapes a defender. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40.
13 yards on the play.
These 2 NFC North teams have played one so far. The Lions out in front. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Another one for Gibbs. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. A gain of 15 there. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Tight end going in motion here. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Goff to the air now. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Goff now, 3rd and long. That's completed right side. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 20-zip lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just a machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. First call here coming from the shotgun.
At their own 20-yard line.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Williams to throw. Komet's got it, left side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's caught. This is Loveland. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Connects downfield, on target to Burden. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down, Williams. This one taken in by Zacchaeus. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Running with Swift out of the gun. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams has the connection to Smythe. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it along the sideline. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds, back at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Makes the catch. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears get it back to a 14-point game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Goff now on 3rd down. That one complete to St. Brown. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
From the gun, Goff. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 28. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Okay, Brock, I think the official double and then triple check this with their coach, but yes, they are indeed choosing to decline the penalty and letting that touchdown stand.
Kate, if there is ever a moment that defies all explanation on the football field, that may be it.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Blackwell now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Well, Brock, this game, like all of our games this week, one piece of our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. A way that the NFL and all of us here at EA Sports honor a legendary figure in the history of this game on a holiday he held dear. So for Brock, myself, everybody on our great EA Sports crew, hope you had an excellent Thanksgiving, everybody, and a great weekend of football. Throw right side, hauled in by Komet. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. Pulled in at the 20. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Offense to the line. You're going to have trips right to start out. Goff on 1st and 10. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st down throw from Goff. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
That's complete to Sloan. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
It's a gain of 8.
Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Lions.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Complete left side. It's just long. And he's going to be driven out of bounds to end this 2nd quarter, Brock. Defenders got there, but not before a pretty nice pickup. See if they can build off that in the 2nd half. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Blackwell now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
Their own 23-yard line.
They'll run it with Odunze. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down. Here's Swift. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Shotgun snap here to go. Finds his man over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
2nd and 3 now. Off play action, Goff. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Montgomery. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to sneak here, Goff. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
It's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. But the defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came of that one.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. Defender gets to it right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Goff on 3rd. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Lions push their lead further to start the half. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Blackwell now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
I got him.
Williams on the play action. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. One in behind center with Swift. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, Williams. And this is knocked away incomplete. It's a good play, but I don't think it's going to matter. We've got a flag back by the QB. He may have been hit late on that one. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Throwing the out route complete. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. He connects with Burden. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Complete to Luther Burden. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Working from the gun, Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Bears 14.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts at the 9. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They go play action with Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Hits him on the out route. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. That one gains 7. And the Lions have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 now from the 46. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. A gain of 26 yards there. And that is good for Detroit first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Offense is set. First and 10. Goff to the air now. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions continue piling onto this lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's Williams. He's stepping up and takes off with this one.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he couldn't quite get the edge. He goes out of bounds and maybe gets back to the line.
It's a gain of a yard.
A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Williams to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Bears with the ball, but they enter the 4th at a massive deficit. All set to go now from the 35. Williams to throw on first. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They'll run now with Swift. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He brings it in. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards.
That's just great instincts. Go air out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
2nd and goal backed all the way up to the 14 here. Working now from the gun. Brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Makes the catch. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears putting up points in a game decided. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Drive begins with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Dump off caught by his back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the 1st. Running it after the penalty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He was brought down by
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
39-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Goff. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here. 3rd down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's one of those situations where if you're going to call that play, you better execute it. Because if it works, well, you're a genius. But one little thing gets off. A little bit of penetration. You don't seal the edge, well, you're punting, and that play goes right out the window.
Bates' kick is up and good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Duvernay on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Off the play fake, Williams. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
1st down, Williams. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. They run with Swift. He dodged the tackle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
1st down throw by Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. He has room past the 25. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Williams on the play action. Getting out to his left. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives a defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Williams with the sneak. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Williams from the gun. That one connects. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. That's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him. I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
Oh, I think the Bears got to that one. Yes, Bears football! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. The toss, running right, it's Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They gain 11 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's got 4 on the run. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Another one for Gibbs. He has room past the 25. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. So the Lions get the win on the road. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Chicago.